Hey Geminis, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori. Tonight we're going to take a look at the upcoming week. This is going to be the week of July 28th through Sunday the 3rd of August. We are now moving into Leo season, so this is awesome. Leo season is about energy, illumination, things being brought to the light. Is also that energy to get you moving, right? Thinking more about the way you feel about yourself, how you look, things like that. All right. I don't know why I got like short of breath all of a sudden. It is 444 right as I'm starting your reading. Okay. For the Geminis, let's see what Spirit has in store for you. Bottom deck energy is the Strength card. And then you have Face Your Fears here. Now, I'm feeling really cold all of a sudden. It's almost like there's something, like you're being placed in an uncomfortable situation as a way to elevate you, as a way to, it's like Spirit is saying that you're going to be uncomfortable in order for you to align with what you desire and with what's most comfortable for you. There's something that you're holding on to. The Release card was at the bottom of the deck in the reverse, but there's something, Geminis, that you're holding on to that needs to be released. It needs to be let go of. It's something that's keeping you cold, preventing you from being able to live in your true and authentic self. Yeah, here goes your affluence, which is on its way to you. But you're being asked this week to take a look at what's holding you back. Like Spirit is showing it to me as something that's like frozen and it's holding you like in hostage. Okay, so it feels like this thing, it feels like this thing is keeping you, that little I that just came out, that's how I think you feel. I think you feel that way even listening to me talk. I think you're kind of like this is overwhelming for you, feeling like maybe you've been overworked by life. It feels to me like you absolutely are seeking other options, looking for ways to clear this. But this, whatever this is for you, has been keeping you back. It's been holding you hostage to it. Could be something related to your family because I'm seeing roots, something deeply rooted within you. Something embedded within you that doesn't allow you to see things clearly. It's prevented you from being able to actually see a different perspective. They're showing me the Hangman. All right, that's the Ace of Cups. I love this Ace of Cups. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what I'm picking up on. Let me get your cards out. You notice that Queen of Cups wanted to come out in reverse. That's the energy that I was feeling, is like the heart space, something in your heart space that could potentially be blocked, that's preventing you from being able to operate in your like happiness, in your peace, in your stability. And it's also preventing you from actually being able to acquire status, is what I'm hearing. There's something that you desire, some type of visibility, status. I'm seeing the Six of Swords. This is amazing though, guys. This Seven of Wands energy at the bottom of the deck, I want you to look at this because this is exactly how this reading feels to me. You see how he's like, whatever this is, we can't tell what it is, right? I want to say he, like it feels like a very masculine energy. It feels like a very protective energy. It feels like someone is trying to block everything out. And in an attempt to block everything out that could potentially cause him harm, it's like you're blocking everything out. So that's why Spirit was showing me the ice block, because the ice, it's like there's ice that's been around your heart and it's been there for protective reasons, right? Very protective reasons. Because as soon as this card came out, I started seeing like a box, like an ice box. and it felt very cold, even to the point to where you heard me say I was feeling cold. Whatever experiences and things you've gone through in your past, the history of you, the things, the roots of you is what Spirit is saying. So the roots that you've been invested in, the roots where you've come from, your family, your environment, circumstances, situations that you've had to face in life have created this wall, a protective wall around your heart space. And I'm feeling a ton of pressure and tension in my heart space in this moment, guys. So this is absolutely your reading. It feels like a burden. Something about truth and real love causing anxiety and conflict within you. It's almost like it creates this level of tension that's overbearing. It's too much for you to bear at times. And you're being offered this opportunity to tap into your heart space. You're being offered the opportunity to tap into a true, authentic relationship with someone who looks like they're your equal. You have the Queen and King of Cups here. The very interesting thing is that the King of Cups in this deck is very fascinating to me. You'll notice that he's holding 2 cups, but there are 6 cups on his head. And this always gives me the idea of someone who is looking at the opportunity to experience love with this 2 of Cups that he's holding. However, in his mind, his past experiences in regards to love, I'm picking up on the things that you were taught as a child in regards to what love looked like. Those things are interfering with your ability to be able to accept and embrace this new opportunity and just kind of go for it with an understanding that love is steady, it's consistent, it's patient, it's kind, it's enduring. There's something about endurance here that is a challenge for you. It's almost like someone has... this is either you or the other party, so take it as it resonates, Geminis, but it's almost like someone has commitment issues due to fear of being dissatisfied long term. And this has something to do with an inner child wound for sure. I'm seeing that very clearly. Something to do with your family, something to do with your upbringings, something to do with when you were a child, blah, 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 blah happened. You saw this in your parents. You saw that in the individuals who were supposed to be parents of you. And that created this idea in your mind that love is a certain way. And you have certain expectations. It's the expectation almost that love is not supposed to last. That's honestly how this feels to me. And what you're being guided to do is to drop your barriers, to drop the walls, the exterior that is preventing you from being able to operate in your true and authentic self with this Queen of Wands underneath. This is being confident in the path forward. You know, you understand, you see, she knows that there's a path forward. There's a spark that's been ignited in her. And although she can't see it, her eyes are closed, she trusts the path because she believes that she's being guided. She's confident enough in herself. She's passionate enough about who she is and what she's learned, right? The lessons. She's aware of her ability to recreate something if it doesn't work out for herself. And with Judgment underneath the deck here, it's in reverse. It almost feels to me like what you're doing is resisting, not necessarily fully aware of this probably, right? We do these things subconsciously without even being aware. It's like we meet somebody, we're like, oh my God, he or she is amazing. This feels amazing. And then we go into this fear with the Ace of Cups. What if I move this way? I'm going to get burnt, right? This is a hot cup of coffee. What happens if I don't have cream? I can't drink this. What happens if I hear something? What happens if I go somewhere and I experience this? What happens if they say that? Like, how do I resolve all of these negative feelings and emotions that pop up when I'm experiencing a new love? Like, this feels good to me, but I'm afraid with Judgment in reverse. I'm afraid to heed and to lean into this. Okay, I'm afraid to lean into this. And I'm afraid to lean into this because I'm not confident in my own abilities. I've created messes in the past, and I would rather stay safe in here, hidden from everyone, including myself. And what Spirit is advising you to do this week, Geminis, is to open yourselves up, to allow your cups to feel what they feel, to not lean away from or pull away from the emotions that you feel, but to allow yourself to embrace every feeling as an opportunity with this Page of Wands. This is a new gateway into opportunities that you've never experienced before. So be patient with yourself. Give yourself some grace. Allow yourself to receive messages, to receive information, to receive these feelings, and just digest them. Chew on them for a little while. You don't even have to fully digest them. Just chew on them. Allow them to go through the process of digestion, where it has to go through your small colon, your large intestine, small intestine, down to your rectum and out, right? Blah, 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 blah. Allow this feeling, the feelings, to just process through your body. A lot of like chakra energy is coming through for you guys. So it may be something that could be very significant to you in clearing up these old and outdated thoughts and ideas that kind of keep you stuck in this Nine of Wands energy, where you're just kind of stuck, not doing anything. There's no movement forward, there's no movement backwards. You're just kind of sitting in the energy of guarding and protecting yourself, keeping yourself safe, really. So let me tell you your cards, and then I'll see if any other messages are coming through, but I forgot to tell you. You have the Ace of Cups here, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Cups. A very stable, solid partnership that you're being guided to. It's almost like the waves of the world, the waves of life have guided you to this opportunity. This is actually your spirit team. This is God. This is the Holy Spirit that's brought you here. And there are lessons to be learned while you're in the forest. There's so much to see. There's so much hidden. There are so many mysteries within the forest floors, right? You could explore a forest for years and still not turn over everything that's present there. There's so much to be seen, but this is going to require that you face your fears, and your fears are the inner you. This is all about you. Although this involves someone else, absolutely. This is all about you addressing your emotions, tapping into your emotions and not going away from them. Right? So this yang energy here, this yang moon energy with strength here, this is about taking action. So the yang energy is about action. It's about movement. Okay? So what Spirit is showing you very, very clearly is that there's an ask or an advice being offered to you this week to use your strength. Tap into the power within, especially with this Queen of Wands. Tap into the power within. Allow these emotions to rise to the top like a volcano with the lava, right? Allow the emotions to come up that you're feeling, and then have strength to take action towards them, meaning embracing them, nurturing them, allowing them, really. Embracing doesn't mean taking them on like, oh, I have to feel this way. I feel terrible and now I'm stuck in a pit. No, it just means acknowledging them. Yes, this is how I felt in my past. However, I'm choosing to do something different in my life now. Imagine those feelings. I've heard someone explain it like this. Like if you take your feelings and imagine that they're this rock and say, I felt, instead of I feel. So instead of I feel grief, sadness, anger, I feel abandoned, I feel wounded, I feel depressed by my past, I feel incapable of loving. Instead of that, look at your emotions as being this rock and say, I feel. Detach yourself from those emotions especially if they're deeply rooted familial emotions, ancestral emotions. Detach yourself from those emotions so that you can allow yourself to then flow in what you're feeling in the moment. You know, emotions get stored in our bodies. They become tension in our bodies. It becomes headaches, right? Earaches, hip pain, shoulder pain, chest pain, back pain, right? Even feet pain and other parts of our bodies. These are emotions often stored and stuffed. You ever read the book The Body Keeps the Score? If not, it's a great book to read. But our bodies store the trauma and the pain of our lives, and even past lives, in my opinion. So it's important to release that. And a great way to release it is to allow yourself to start to feel when you have new opportunities to love. You've been guided to this, but there's something in regards to you accepting responsibility for your role in this and now changing it, stepping into your power with this Queen of Wands and allowing yourself to accept, I'm now here. I may not have caused all of this, right? Don't take credit for something you did not do. I may not have caused all of this, but the fact that I recognize that I'm sitting in this energy that is keeping me stuck and not allowing me to fully live my best life with this 10 of Cups energy, it's not allowing you to touch all 10 cups. You're not experiencing life in the fullness of what God is trying to give you. That's where the acceptance of responsibility comes in. There's an acceptance of, I didn't know, but now I do. Now I'm going to operate in my more masculine energy to be able to overcome all of this, allowing the emotions to rise up like the lava and then allow them to flow away, to be released. That's how you face your fears, by embracing your part in your healing. And when you do so, you're going to be amazed at where this takes you. Affluence and initiation. This is that power, the ability to be able to co-create with spirit, the ability to be able to bring in and manifest your heart's desires. It's also the ability to be able to create a life that you truly desire. And this right here is an initiation into the affluence that you've been praying for. So Geminis, I love you guys. I thank you so much. I hope this is your reading. If you're still here, drop a volcano emoji in the comments or something else, whatever you like. I appreciate you again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again so much. This is a beautiful week. Just allow. These weeks are tough when we're tapping into something so uncomfortable, and I totally get it. But on the other side of that is such beauty, and I wish I could give you like a nugget of what the other side of this feels like, so that you would understand that enduring this is truly going to get you to this, and it'll be all worth it in the end. I love you guys. You're more than capable. You're more than worthy and deserving of every good and perfect thing that is coming your way or that's already here. Push through this week, face your fears head on, and allow the Holy Spirit to guide you into all truth. I love you guys so much. Have a great week. Bye.